Hi everyone, this is how to detail a staircase. So I am going to teach you how to detail staircase. We have different types of the staircase. We have this type, quarter turn staircase, spiral staircase, and so many types of the staircase we have. So what is one type anyway? I'm going to teach you how to detail this type of staircase. And this detailing is similar to straight flight staircase anyway, even quarter turn staircase. Once you know one type, you can use that knowledge to detail the other type of the staircase you want. So now I have manually computed this reinforcement to be used for this type of staircase. So I got this main reinforcement to be Y12 at 150 center to center. Y distribution is Y12 at 200 center to center. So one more thing, the riser of this staircase is 120 anyway, and the thread is 300 mm. So starting from the, we have two things here. We have the flight and we have the landing. So this flight and landing, I'm going to detail them separately. So I'm going to copy this, draw it down. So let me copy it very well. So I'm going to copy this. So I will copy it downward. So let me just okay, that's it. So I will detail this separately, then I will detail the remaining half in the next tutorial. So to start with, our reinforcement will go from here to the landing here. So the bottom reinforcement, there will be a space between this line and the bottom reinforcement, so it will serve as cover. So I will use the cover of 30. So cover of 30, so C is equal to 30, so 30 mm. And now we take note of these two, the effective depth, Y12 at 150. I'm going to use Y12 anyway, so the half of Y12 is 6, so 6 plus 30. So using my calculator, 6 plus 30, that's 38 and 36, so 36. So I'm going to use the spacing between this line to reinforcement bar to be 36. So I'm going to offset 36 upward, offset 36. So I'm going to offset 36 upward. So that's for the bottom flight. So for the top flight also, let me just do something like this. So I will offset 36 downward, so it will serve as a cover. Let me delete this, I don't need this. So also for the landing, 36 upward, 36 downward. So I have two things, bottom for the flight and top for the flight. So bottom for the landing and top for the landing. So starting from bottom here, the bottom on the fly will go this way and it will extend to meet the bottom on the flight, so it will go to meet the top on the landing. So, and it will have anchorage length. We anchor the bottom, the bottom coming here, so it goes up to the landing and it have anchorage length. Let's say the half of this distance from here to the beam here. So that's the anchorage length for the bottom coming from the flight. So, and I will use something we call kink. The reason why I'm using this kink is just that when two reinforcement overlapped, so we use kink to separate it. to note that there are actually two reinforcement there. So now we join this to the kink. So I just join it. So I'm almost done with the button on the flight. Let's leave it that way. Now coming to the button, I've done with the button. I'm almost done with the button of the flight anyway. So coming to the button on the landing. So the button on the landing will also extend to meet the top on the flight. So extend the button on the button here. So it will meet this and come down. So the bottom coming from the landing also will come down way and have an anchorage length the same length as this one has. Let me use the anchorage length size here. The anchorage length size here is 354. So I can use 354 here too. How will I measure 354? So let's do it this way. 354. So I think we got it. So now we draw kink. So to show that there are two reinforcements there. Now, so let me join it. Join. So just join it. So I want to join with the landing here. So but the landing here we extend to the beam, and it will have the cover, the spacing of 38. We use 38, no 36. We use 36. So I can now join these together. I'm done with the button here. Button of the line. So button of the landing coming to the flight and have the anchorage length here. So also the button here we have the anchorage length here. So let me quickly draw the remaining. We are going to have the beam at the bottom here. So let's provide the foundation for the staircase. So let's assume we want to use the foundation for the staircase, maybe 600 by 400. So let me draw this. All you have to do just pick the rectangle, click that triangle and draw type D, enter, then enter the dimension 600 by 600, enter, by 400. So enter. This is it. So move. So I just have to. I think this thing is too much. It's too much. Let me. So take it okay that way. So this is my stair foundation. So I'm going to extend this one. I'm going to extend the button here, button coming from the flight. So I'm going to extend it. Just extend it. We make a correction to it later. So we are done with the button on the flight and button on the landing. So coming to the top on the flight, and this is top on the flight. The top on the flight we come to the foundation. We come here, come here, come here. It will form something like a basket. So let's extend it. Let me show you. Let me explode it. So it will have 36 the spacing. So it will come here. So at the bottom to 36. This side to 36. So it will come this way, this way, this way, this way. So and it will also have the spacing of 36 up. So that's all. So but the top will not going directly into up like that. So it will stop at one third of the length. But what I normally do is that I will count like 4 risers, 1 2 3 4, and I will stop it here, maybe 5. So let's do that. 1 2 3 4 5. So that's it. So now we just trim this. So this is how my top will stay. So top on the landing too, top on the landing, so it will also come this way. Let me put this one up. Let me put this one up. Moved. So sure. So all I have to do is extend it. So this one also will stop at like 4. I mean the top on the landing coming down will stop at like 4 or 5 risers. We usually see 1/3 of the length, but I prefer this 1 2 3 4 5. Let me stop at 5. So all I have to do is extend it. Extend. So this is it. So the top here, the top on the landing, the top here coming here and form like and stop at 5 risers here. So we join it together, but before we join, let's provide the spacing here. The spacing is 36. So the top here we join it with the top here, join. So I think it's not joining. Oh, it's not joining. But if it is not joining, let me use this trick. That's all. So we have two things here. We have one here with top on the landing, so coming down here, and we have bottom. The bottom we have the anchorage length. This is an anchorage length anyway. So and we also have the bottom of the flight. The bottom of the flight we have the anchorage length, and it come down into the foundation. So also the top here, let's join the top also. The reason why, the reason why I'm joining them, but if you don't join them, it depends on you. Just draw it and get it right. So we are done with the main reinforcement. These are the main reinforcements anyway, and the main reinforcement we have said to be Y12 at 150. We are going to do the annotation. So but before then, let's do the distribution too. So distribution, all you have to do is just use your donut. You use your donut to do the distribution anyway. So you can find the donut on the draw tools. So donut here, this is donut, or you type do donut. So when you type donut, when you pick donut, either ones, so it will going to ask you to specify the inside diameter. So our inside diameter, we set it to be 0, so enter. So outer diameter, we set it to be let's say, actually we are using the reinforcement of the Y10, but let me use 30, so to make it bigger. So this is the donut. So I will come to, let me start from here, from the bottom stairs. So all I have to do is okay, let me start from here, bottom stair. All I have to do is just make it align. So and I'll drop it. So this thing is, I haven't joined with this. I haven't joined with the link, so let me join it. It's actually the same thing. So the distribution, all I have to do is use the array command. So I will pick the donuts and I will go to the array. I actually want to use the path array. So the path array, and click the line you want it to be stay. So this is it, but the spacing, you can see it it's very close, and I'm using the spacing of 200 spacing. So all I have to do is just if you are using this type of fashion, this type of AutoCAD, so just double click it. This thing will, the property will pop up. So the property will pop up and you will use the item spacing of 200. So then enter. So enter. So this is it, but I don't need the distribution banner at the top here. So all I have to do is delete the one at the top. So this is it. So I will also take the donut for the top here. For the top here, so 0, enter, 30, enter. So all I have to do is drop it, and I'll pick it, path array, then click the path. This is the path. So then change the parameter to 200, I mean the spacing to 200. So this is it for this. So also for this, for the bottom of the landing, so let me take the donut, 0 inside diameter, outside diameter 30. Yes. So what I have to do is the thing is 30. The spacing between line and the spacing between line and up, let me say 15. But let me say 15. So choose path array, click it. So change the spacing to 200. So you see the thing is like this degree. I'm using the explode. It's in block form, so I'm using the explode to explode it, so it will stay in the video, so to be able to do this. So, and I will go for the bottom too, the bottom of the landing. So draw tools, donut inside diameter 0, outside 30. So I'll just have to drop it 15. So I'll pick the array and pick the parts. So all I have to do is double click it and change the spacing. So but we've done with this distribution bar, but for here, what I normally do here for the foundation, I normally prefer enough reinforcement for it. So it's good to provide enough reinforcement at the foundation here. So I think the foundation here, so the next thing in line is the annotation. So just the next thing we have done with the detailing, so the next thing is to annotate. So I haven't shown you the 3D of this stair. This is actually the 3D. So I managed to draw this 3D. Don't mind my 3D anyway. So I actually do this. So I use the one up here so to draw the 3D. So let me do the annotation. So annotation, you can use this polygon line. So let's use 3. So inside. So can use this. Let me pick the orthogonal. So you can use this dash. So bring it up and take the line. Take the line. So that is it. So copy it. Then the main reinforcement, the distribution. You know, you will annotate all this. You will annotate the main reinforcement and the distribution both for the landing and the flight. So but I will do for only the landing. Do for only the flight. We do that of the landing yourself. So in the next tutorial we are going to do the second half of this tier. So but before then, let me annotate this. So let me just pick the line, any line somewhere. So let me just pick any text here. I need a text. Maybe I should use this. I think it's here. So let me just use this text. Main reinforcement Y12 at 200 at 150. So Y12 at 150. Y12 at 150. I don't like this spacing. It's too big. 200. 200 is also too big. Let me use 150. So I think it's okay that way. It's even too big, but let's leave it anyway. So this is it. Now this is what the main reinforcement. Let me move it on. Let me just copy it. Edit that. So main reinforcement Y12 at 200 and distribution bar. And distribution bar is Y10 200. So Y10 at 200. So but I have to do this is the main reinforcement, and the main reinforcement will span along this way. It span like this, like in 3D. Let me show you it span this way. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we are going to count the number of main reinforcement that will span. So and from here to here, I think it's 1 meter. So it's 1 meter. So it's actually 1 meter anyway. So let me use this length. So it's 1 meter. It's not this, it's the 3D, but it is 1 meter. I actually used 1 meter. So the span, you can see the span I'm trying to sew from here to here is 1 meter. So and I will going to count the number of the main reinforcement that will span through that 1 meter. So assuming we have 1000 millimeter, which is 1000, this 1000. So and we used cover at this side on two sides. The cover is 25 25, right? No, 30 30 30 minus 30 again. So we have this 940. So divide that 940 by the spacing. So divided by 150. Oh god. So let me do it again. 1000 minus 60. You get that one right. 940. Divide it by spacing of 150. So we are going to use 6 reinforcements, but it's more than 6 reinforcements. So now I will make it 7. So 7 reinforcements, 7 wide 12. So for the distribution, I'm going to count it. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. I think it's 20 distribution. So this is how you are going to do it for the landing. For this top here, you do this one is for the button only on the flight. We do for the top here, top you do for the top here, both button here and top here. So for the landing top and for the landing button. So this come to end of this tutorial on how to detail a stair for the half of the half turn staircase. So the second half we are going to do it in the next tutorial. Thanks so much for watching. Please kindly subscribe on the button below.